What's up, YouTube? It's your boy QTV coming back at y'all again with a whole nother video, man. And today we are reacting to the YNW Melly trial case, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm excited to talk about this with y'all niggas because I've been waiting to talk about this with y'all niggas. I didn't know how I should talk about it with y'all niggas. You feel me? I didn't know if I should do a reaction, put this on my podcast channel. By the way, if y'all not subscribed to the podcast channel, bro, I think it's in a link in my description. It should be one of them links in the description box. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we're talk about this because this is real debatable. This is something to talk about, and I want to know y'all opinions down below in the chat. So let me know.
Murder trial was getting extremely chaotic. One of the victims, YNW Juvie, his father got interviewed and told the world about a fight that occurred 2 days before the murders where apparently Sack Chaser beat up Melly and punched his grills out in front of Melly's girlfriend 2 days before they got murdered.
The story about the 200,000 with Anthony was a true story because it's not reported, but Chris told me the same story, and also it was a $500,000 play, and Melly was going to get 200,000. Sack was going to get 200,000. Chris was going to get 100,000. And as I'm hearing it from Chris, they was going to sell the YNW brand.
Whoa.
Not a record deal or nothing like that.
So that's another motive that the dad brings up, is that $500,000 was on the line and apparently Melly killed them over $500,000, which I've always questioned. I feel like Melly was on the path to be a millionaire, like a multi-millionaire, and it was obvious at this point in time. Why would he kill his friends over that much money? For someone that's gonna be worth that much money, I don't think he's gonna kill his friends over $500,000.
Altercations about disputes about money over certain situations. And they got in a fight prior to that, and they said, you know, the story that they say Sack beat him up and knocked his goals out in front of his girlfriend, and like 2 days later, I think that's when the incident happened.
That's a bombshell statement. He's saying if they got in a fist fight, his girl got knocked out in front of his girlfriend, and then 2 days later the murders happened. Like, that's a bold statement.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, here's my thing. Okay, like I know we watching this dude channel, and shout out to this dude, whoever he is. But this is my thing. You feel me? Why is the father talking some? Like, why is the father saying anything if, for one, you're not in this case. For two, you didn't report it. You know what I'm saying? For three, you ain't saying shit that whole fucking time. Like, I'm not one of the type of people like, bro, if you gonna have your input, say something when that shit happen. Like, if you gonna feel some type of way about some shit, you should have reported that shit when it happened. But at this point, what the fuck he's saying, calling the news and shit, it means nothing. And I ain't saying that it ain't true, but I'm just saying, bro, it's the facts. If you gonna feel some type of way about this, about Melly and this situation in this case, you should have said something when this shit happened. But the fact that you didn't, that's on you, my boy. Like, you know how to fuck the law. Everybody should know how the law work, bro. And if you don't, I advise you to know how the law work. It's damn near like, you know, when it comes to the law and this court shit, bro, this shit is like facts, like proven facts. You feel me? Like, and yeah, you can have a fact, but if it ain't indeed proven with evidence, with real speculation on that shit, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna matter.
These could be big motives, but it's going to be way too hard to prove them in court. There's no evidence of them whatsoever. And then today in court, some drama happened where I'm going to be reading some
See what I'm saying?
tweets from a correspondent that was there live. This guy, Bryson Boom Paul on Twitter, has some interesting tweets I'll read through later on, but right now we're going to watch some of the trial from today. So this guy is a manager of a neighborhood, I believe, that they lived in, I'm guessing. So I believe they're just showing the footage of the red Jeep entering the neighborhood, so that Melly's team can't say that he got in the red Jeep, because this Jeep was on camera going to the neighborhood alone at a different time where Melly's phone was in the middle of nowhere where he was being tracked. So this is at 3:50 in the morning. The other set of guys are just going home, and the other car that Melly and everyone else was in was like, this is right around the time where Melly allegedly was killing them at 3:50 in the morning, because he stages the drive-by at 4:02 in the morning, 10 minutes later.
So you don't know if there were 4 or 5 people in that car, correct?
Of course, he has no idea how many people were in that car, really. They only checked the driver. This guy works for the Broward County Sheriff's Office. He's basically a nerd when it comes to guns, to dumb it down.
And so we want to make sure that when we're doing it with the
Not gonna lie, I saw this clip.
firearm that was, because if not, then we're applying so many variables that we can't account for.
So he just explained the importance of actually having the firearm that was used at the scene, which they don't have for this case.
Why is this even the case then? You know what I'm saying? See, this is the shit I don't understand, bro. Why is this a case? And I'm gonna let y'all know this now. I know y'all probably wondering, is Melly coming home? Me personally, from what I can tell and from what I can read and from the evidence and the proven facts of what I have read online, bro, that nigga's coming home. He's getting away. You know what I'm saying? He's getting away if he even did anything. You know, I'm not saying he did or didn't do anything, but the facts are the fucking facts, and that nigga coming home, bro. For the simple fact they don't have no evidence. For one, y'all are missing one of the context clues evidence that you need to nail this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all want this nigga behind bars for life or y'all want the death penalty, y'all at least need the damn murder weapon. Like, if y'all had the murder weapon, that would have been different. It would have been like, oh shit, yeah, he gone. He done with. But y'all don't even got the fucking gun. Nigga, he's coming home. Because without the gun, y'all just saying what ifs or he did, or y'all just saying speculations or assumptions that ain't even got evidence behind it, which means it's not true. In the court of law, it ain't true.
They only know it's a .40 caliber weapon.
So the rifling is from the barrel, so it's from this portion here. The chamber of this firearm ends right around here, and so from that portion forward is where the rifling will be present on the barrel of the firearm.
Yeah, he's basically explaining that projectile bullets get an imprint from a gun that is specific to that gun. Like, no other gun can replicate the imprint. That's why it's so important to find the murder weapon, which they did not find.
So these are the areas that typically are cut away by another tool inside of the barrel. Usually when we're looking at projectiles, examiners look at the land impressed areas, not as much the groove impressed areas.
Bro's just reading something. He's probably not even really paying attention. A lot of nerdy gun shit, dude. He doesn't look like he's in a good mood, obviously. At some point during this day, something happened.
He looked tired, bro.
Where one of the victim's family members makes eye contact with him and like hit their chest or something at him, and then like have to leave, and then like deputies follow them out and say they need deputies out there. Like some shit happened. Because if you didn't know, Sack Chaser is also suing YNW Melly's like company, like YNW. Like his family is suing. So there's tension with, you know, all that as well. Like there's just...
Yeah, I definitely... Oh shit, what up, cuz? What up, my boy? I didn't know you was in this motherfucker, man. Yeah, my cousin just walked in, you feel me?
You know how that shit go, man.
Nah, it's lit. But yeah, what I was gonna say, oh yeah, I know there's some tension between the family, between the dad and the shit, cause you know they feel some type of way.
Civil lawsuit, I believe, for like millions of dollars as well.
Primer residues in particulate lead will travel.
The primer residue, the particulate lead,
Bro looks so bored.
unburnt and burnt gunpowder.
So in this particular case, it's a 40 Smith & Wesson Blazer. I would use 40 Smith & Wesson Blazer. So I'm not going to use a federal cartridge case. I'm not going to use a warranty cartridge case.
He is so over this shit. I wish they weren't hiding their mouths so I could try to lip read. I'm pretty sure he's drawing something, by the way. He's like scribbling down shit.
Objects or
I typed therapy into my search engine, and one of the first recommendations was therapy near me. Now, I live in New York.
the rifling on the barrel.
So far it's been about 2 hours of this guy analyzing the bullets and the imprints on the bullets and the science behind the bullets and the cartridge.
Guidelines.
Honestly, kind of a W for Melly right here. His defense lawyers are going to have a goddamn field day with this guy.
And all we've really seen at this point is forensic evidence, pictures, talk of cell phone data, a gun that no one knows what the gun is, you know, who shot the gun. At this point, it's all a big mystery, and we're just waiting for some actual evidence because we're talking about a man's life here, right?
Right. And I think this is why he did. I feel like at this point, this is where this nigga coming home at. Y'all already waste 4 years of this man's life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all waste 4 years of this man's life just to have no evidence. All y'all got is motherfucking assumptions at this point. Y'all got no evidence that he shot or killed any damn thing. Y'all got no fucking evidence. So with that being said, bro, y'all might as well let him go home because y'all wasting this fucking time.
Right? The death penalty is on the line right now. So when you're talking about a person's life, you want to be sure and you want to have all the evidence that you need in order to make that choice.
Melly's lawyer's cross-examining right now.
The shooting occurred inside a car, for instance. Would the arm length matter of the so-called shooter or shooters?
It could.
And whether or not the person was leaning in one direction?
Sure. We're working in a very small environment.
Okay. So, and if you don't take those variables into consideration, you're just giving a guesstimate, estimate of where everybody was, correct?
Lawyer 101, he's making them look like they're guessing because there's so many variables that go into this.
Consider that to be not proof beyond
Prosecutor said objection hearsay.
to take all those variables in before you told this jury or any jury?
Yes, scientifically, I would want to make sure that I'm accounting for as many variables as possible whenever rendering an opinion.
Otherwise, it would be just a guess. An estimate, right?
The next guy's worked
This made him look stupid.
with glass for 14 years. Yeah, so we're about to hear about some of the glass from the car, I would imagine, right here.
Almost exclusively anything having to do with glass in the laboratory.
Now they're about to show a bunch of samples of the glass from each window, I believe.
This one is item 7, and this was represented as being from the rear passenger window. Rear window of the vehicle, and again, you can see it's dark gray in color. So modern vehicle manufacturers make the rear passenger windows and the rear window dark gray, which is a natural tinting, so you don't have to put an aftermarket tint on it. It just tints the passenger part of the vehicle. While it is possible that another source deposited glass at the scene, and it was exactly like the glass in this case, I find it so unlikely just based on those factors.
So he just said he finds it unlikely that it's some other car's glass, so he's not even 100% sure with his science as well. So there's a moment right here where it looks like Melly gets like visibly upset with staring at someone right here. His lawyer like covers up his face with a binder and talks to him.
Yeah, I know you can customize your chain.
See his hand, I mean, he's like saying something.
Oh yeah, he was definitely okay. So I ain't see this part, so we don't know what's going on behind closed scene, but he definitely pissed off with somebody. Somebody gave him a bad look, a bad stare, and he obviously pissed off with somebody. She covering his face up so he can't see her. Which is good, W lawyer, because she obviously don't want him in trouble.
And I really wish we could fucking know, man. I think someone was staring at him in the courtroom, because look, he's like looking over there. He's still staring over in that direction. She seems annoyed too as well. Now he's bobbing his head. He went straight to the music to distract himself.
Investigator, first down, 6 years.
This guy's got a strange accent, okay. Oh, is this the gunpowder residue test? So look, a positive looks like that, and that's pretty much what this looks like. On Bortland's hands, the driver that...
Do not go to fabletters.com. Do not take our historically low offer. 2 for 24 shorts, 1 for 24.
showed up with the bodies.
Is that a positive identification?
I couldn't see any real blue. I couldn't see it.
He just said he couldn't see any blue, so I guess he's saying it wasn't positive? It looks pretty positive to me if you're looking at the pictures. Negative is like completely blank. But now Melly's team's gonna come up and cross-examine this guy. This might be interesting here.
You've got to remember that you've got the rear windshield completely shattered. So there's no holes in the glass.
Yeah, his lawyers to this man ass.
Right? It's going into the rear seat.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where the two holes are. One would be the back of the seat and the other would be the front of the seat. Oh, and you affix the string on which side of the hole? So there you would push the rod through the hole. It will come out on the other side, the front side of the seat. Is dictated by the angle of the rod that has gone through that hole to the hole in front.
You're saying that the angle from the rod is dictated by
the angle of the string is dictated by the angle of the rod that you had already placed through that hole. Okay. Right? I'm not the expert. You tell me. Is that what happened?
No, that's correct.
Well, is that what you did?
I don't remember now, but
wouldn't you have?
Oh, he's lost. He's confusing him.
I'm sorry.
Bullets. Don't always go completely straight. Bullets. Twist, turn, up and down.
Oh yeah, he over it. He fried. Bullets do not go no damn twist and turn. Them bitches go straight. They may not, you know what I'm saying, go straight in the angle you want them at, but them bitches go straight, my nigga. Them bitches don't, nah.
So,
he said bullets go up and down and they ricochet and shit. It's gonna be hard to do subtitles for this guy. I'm sorry in advance. Like, I literally can't. I don't know what the fuck he's saying like 80% of the time.
So you're up against a difficult task.
Approximate angle, height.
And if I were Gary Coleman, remember different strokes? If I was a short one, and I was firing from here.
He's comparing Shaq and Gary Coleman.
It would create the same angle as it would if I were Shaquille O'Neal back here.
Well, no, that's a very interesting thing. First you point that. But you have to remember, people shoot. If it's normal, people expect people to shoot higher, right? But who knows when you're going to shoot at? You can shoot down here. You can shoot like this. So it's never...
I heard somebody else. I
inaccurate testing if you don't know all the variables. And he keeps saying anything's possible.
And you know that a lab test showed positive.
Ooh, wait, so that's what happened. He thought it was negative, but the lab test said positive. All right, so this is the moment where Melly sees someone in the courtroom that I believe is a family member of one of the victims, and he comes in and he pounds his chest because someone that was in the room tweeted about this. I'll show you the tweet here too.
No, they said this is his mom. I don't know what this nigga talking about.
So he seems really animated about something, like some shit's going on.
Go in, you know how people songs go in and out when it's like the beef in the drop, and then he slam it, bro. Who else have a short? He is cold, though.
I think I read his lips saying he said, what did he say?
Yeah, I know he colder than little Chris. He probably out there. Yeah, Chris.
And he said, I don't know. I don't know. What's he doing with this pen, bro? Trying to give someone their pen back? So this guy's tweets are interesting. He says Melly recites a prayer that lasts until the jury enters the room, or is it a chant? YNW Juvie's mother brought younger family members in the courtroom, 5 females between ages 10 and 12. Melly has turned over a piece of paper and began writing or doodling as his hand moves carefree. Stock Chaser's mother is tearing up and exits the courtroom. Melly and female legal counsel.
Oh yeah, that's it for this video though, man. Y'all comment down below. Y'all think he innocent or guilty? Y'all think he coming home? Me personally, I definitely think he coming home. You feel me? That's it though. I'll see y'all in the next video. We gone.